What's up guys, Killionaire here, and I'm starting to work my way back up the 1v1 ladder this season. In the red corner here we've got some random player I came up against, and in the yellow we've got yours truly, Skillionaire himself. I'm sort of just kind of adapting to the meta and stuff, climbing the ranks. This isn't a very high rank game or anything. I think it's somewhere around the 100 and something points, fairly low down. And if you know me, you'll know that I'm not a fan of meta picks. I just put to play myself, I just find it a bit boring. So you'll never catch me playing East Asia in the last patch, and you'll never catch me playing Eastern Europe in this patch. So I'm all about the Western Europe this time, and I thought I would share with you this game where I felt like there was a few interesting moments in terms of applying psychological pressure and all that. And also, it's just been a while since I did one of my own, isn't it? And I can always talk best to my own thinking and stuff. So here we go. Right now, I can't see much, as you can imagine, as most of this is fog, so I'm just building a row of houses here. I've sent my scout up north to follow the coastline in case there are any fish. There are not. Well, I guess there was one all the way over there, but I was not walking that far for it. I've continued to build my line of houses, not really knowing what's going on down here. I've collected wood. I've got the warehouse by the berries. This wood line is just not very good, so I expand up here. It's worth the walk, and this is much better. You see, there's much more sort of trees. Like the workers aren't falling over each other as much as they would be over here. And also, it's slowly getting further and further away. So this just felt more efficient to be drawing off of two tree lines. I start building on the metal here in preparation for the next age, and I also put down my temple, feeling fairly safe, having explored a bit of the map and not really seen much going on, and also there's just not much food on the map. There's not much food on the map, so I thought I can't really sustain an army. I'm just going to go a little bit greedy here and go straight for the temple, continue to build my wall to the south just in case I'm attacked any moment now. Meanwhile, my opponent is doing fairly not quite the same level as myself, but he's sort of charging forwards and collecting really good wood efficiency on that one. So just a different choice to me, but seems to be doing alright. At this stage, I have, just before I reach Metal Ages, I put up my stone cutter and I put up my fight pits in preparation for making some units, because I'm feeling like, damn, I really should have troops any second now. The opponent could be showing up, and yeah, that was very much the case. So I start producing an army, and I do something a little bit different this time. I'm thinking, I'm already Metal Ages. Shall I invest in Stone Age troops? And I try something different, right? I say, okay, let me just build an army for defensive purposes, and I'll start like they can hold them off, and maybe just have something to defend. But I'll try them without the upgrades. I don't want to invest in the Stone Age when I'm already gone past it. You'll see soon that I would probably not do that again, because turns out without the upgrades they suck. I'm showing you the map here just to give you an idea of the scale of it. There was a lot of resources, but most of it's going to be focused on the southeast here. My opponent has started to pump out a lot, but I would say arguably, in my opinion, he's going a little bit slower than me here. Maybe just to walk all the way to over here to put your temple down and just various things, because he doesn't have any troops. And I realized that, you know what, it's been a while. He's not coming to attack me. I don't want his troops to go to waste. Let me send them forwards. And you will see how pathetic Stone Age units are with no upgrades whatsoever. Couldn't even kill one. But I think there's parts. So what I do is I kind of shift course here. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm not going to kill them. This is absolutely dog shit. What I need to do instead is just keep them off stuff like the tree line. I won't be able to kill them, but I will be able to harass them. And I enact what is effectively a kind of game of psychological warfare here. No mercy, no respite. So I just want to constantly harass him all the time. He knows I ran off into the fog here, so I'm like, he might be expecting me to come back. Let me go around. Let me attack from different angles. Let me see what's going on. Bear in mind, I'm exploring all this for the first time. I don't actually know what's here. Oh, I didn't realize he had a scout there. There we go. Meanwhile, I'm not stopping the economy in my own base. I'm starting to build a tower because I'm like, shit, you know what? I've left this part open. If he comes through with troops, I better have towers to be defending. I kill my first worker, yay! He is now, though, on the defensive mindset. He's kind of panicking. He knows I've got loads of dudes running around killing his workers. He doesn't know they don't have upgrades, and they clearly suck. So he's sort of chasing me down. Meanwhile, I've got my Metal Age troops coming in, and the spearmen do have upgrades. I don't know if I reached it yet. Nearly. And I get him off food. Do I kill many workers? Not at all. I kind of send some dudes up here now, archers doing work. I scatter my dudes. a handful of dudes just to constantly just be stopping him from collecting. It ain't much. I'm not killing anything. In fact, if anything, my guys are dying more than his workers. But his workers are not collecting, and I kind of thought that's probably a win. Probably a win, and I keep it up until I can maintain my own little army. As you can see, I'm still just pumping out 2 barracks here. You can see, hold on, if I click to myself, there you go. You can see what I've got planned. That's better. And you can see all my resources are flowing. I'm like, I need more barracks. What the hell am I doing here? You know, I'm just trying to micro these guys and also collect my base. Okay, you can see I'm not fighting him because I know I'm just going to lose the fight. They, you know, one spearman and a bunch of trash Stone Age troops with no upgrades. So I run off. I try to disappear into the fog. Come back. Disappear. Come back. You know, he does chase me this time. But then I'm like, okay, that means he's got less troops here. So I go here. You see what I mean? It's like poking and prodding everywhere to be really, really annoying. And then that gives me space and time to just keep working on my economy. I've got more barracks up now, and I'm constantly trying to like make sure I'm close to these tree lines. Let me speed this up a little bit. I think you're getting the gist. I'm building more towers, a lot of towers, as you can see. This is just because I know he's got a big army, and I know the second he catches my troops, they're dead, right? So he could, and probably should, have pushed in. But that's why I'm preparing. I don't know if it would have worked because of all my towers, but I would have at least tried it if I was him. Anyway, I've already started to amass an army now. I've been focusing a lot more on archers this patch because they're just like cheaper, and I feel like you've got to sprinkle in some archers in my opinion, if not entirely archers. This wall, in my opinion, shows the psychological warfare is working. This is actually really nice bases we've spawned here. There's only very few entry points, and he's decided to wall his off. Maybe that's a good thing to do anyway, but in my opinion, look, he's trying to do a counter attack now. In my opinion, this is a bit of like a panic situation. He's like, God, I've got to stop these annoying attacks. I need to build walls to stop these attacks, right? So he's playing on my game. He's playing. I'm losing this fight a little bit, but once his front line goes down, I'm able to take these. I notice these workers. I see if I can kill him, but I realize this guy is running to do some eco damage of his own. Thankfully, I've got towers. Immediately ring the town bell, everyone go and hide, and I will clear this up and everyone can come back out and start farming again. So my damage was minimal. Sure, he slowed me down, but comparatively to him running around the map over and over. By the way, I think this mini map showing all yellow here is a bit glitched because I definitely couldn't see this. Look. Okay, I couldn't see that. I don't know why the replay is showing that I can see that, because I really yeah, well, I couldn't see that either. Alright, whatever. Okay, replays can be a bit bugged, sorry guys. So I come in a little bit more. I'm like, okay, you know what, I've given him too much room to breathe. I should go in and try and do something else. He's built up enough of a force to sort of fend me off a bit. He's building his first tower. This is a mistake in my opinion. He should have built this ages ago, especially if he's feeling under pressure. So he hides his dudes in there, and now I've kind of gotten him with overwhelming numbers now that I've got my barracks up a little bit. I've already reached West Middle Ages, and I decide, you know what? Let me go in and see if I can start doing some more damage. What I could have done is maybe go for more economy here, but I just thought I want to decrease, especially being Europe, right? You got to wait for the units to create and come out, and I thought the less barracks he's got, the more, like, the less troops are coming my way. Also, I didn't know what was behind these. It was all fog, and I wasn't sure, like, how dangerous it was going to be to try to go further. I'm a little bit like, you know, I'm poking and running, you know, like, I don't want to invest too much until I'm sure I can do it. And also, the horses scare me, because I was like, if he gets past me with the cavalry, then the dynamic is going to shift. He's going to start running and hitting my dudes, and I'm going to be like, oh no, the horses, how do I stop the horses? I thought this was such a fail. Look at this. I built these rams to help me, and they can't fucking fit through the gap. And as I'm about to find out, they can't fit through this gap either. What a waste. I didn't find that out until this goes all the way around. Anyway, instead, I'm like, okay, if you want to box yourself in, is that how you want to play? Okay, then I'll box you in. I'll bring the towers right outside his, because that's how he wants to be. But yeah, sorry, with the cavalry, I was like, I have to kill this cavalry because I don't want them to run past my troops and get to my workers. So that's why I kind of like, maybe he didn't realize that he probably felt under pressure, but actually in reality, I was like, shit, this cavalry right here, he could do some damage to me because he's not going to kill my spearmen. Let's be honest, this is way too expensive an investment, but I guess he was, like I said, this is a relatively lower rank game, so yeah. Yeah, so maybe you just didn't know that. So I start taking the map more. This is now correct vision, I think, because I do remember this part. I'm building towers, and I decide, you know what? It's a trebuchet game. I know, I know. I did say that I do the unusual stuff. So so here we go. He tries to come out here. I'm like, nope. This is a natural choke point. I know it because I've been walking through it on my side. I'm just going to stop his horses from coming out here. And in fairness, I think maybe he could have come up here, but he chose not to. I think he can. Yeah, he definitely can. Anyway, and then I'm like, right, okay, I need to build some siege workshops because these fucking rams are not coming through. And I decided maybe I should try to cut down some trees to make room for them, but that was a dumb idea because I end up just deleting them anyway. I just thought I couldn't bring myself to suffer the waste. Meanwhile, though, the whole time, like, look how many more warehouses I've got. Like, I'm building closer and closer. I'm trying to ensure, you know, I've got a lot of fishing boats here. I'm not just poking him. I'm building up my own economy as well. But I'm sticking with the Metal Ages until right now, because the reason I do it now, by the way, is because I hit max pop. So I'm like, okay, I can't produce any more of the cheap Metal Ages units. This is a good opportunity to go up to the Middle Ages. And at the moment, maybe it's just like the British in me, but I've really been feeling longbowmen. I just think they're really cool. So, you know, a role play there. So I upgrade everything to the shooting ranges, and the trebuchet is on the way. So I go in a little bit more because I realize I've given him too much time to breathe, and I'm like, oh shit, that is a lot of horses. So I do what I can. I just thinking to myself, I cannot let them get through. That's my main objective. Don't let the horses run past. I could have walled, to be fair, and I was considering walling quite a few times, but I was just busy with so many other things, and I just thought, I'm holding him like in this choke point, so it's okay. I could have walled. I probably should have put one right in front of his gate, but there you go. And here comes the first trebuchet. I realized this is a good game for it because, like I said, he's boxing himself in. I'm applying constant pressure. The eco damage pressure is reduced now, but he's always got a threat that I'm coming, and I start smashing his stuff with trebuchets in order to further damage his morale, because I know all of this stuff was within firing range. That was a good shot from the trebuchet. These rams have so much health. And I got my own onagers out. I'm trying to micro so I don't hit my own dudes. Here we go, raining down stones. Again, meanwhile, I am still progressing in my base, or I'm trying to. I realize, okay, let me take this warehouse to stop these workers. And there we go. I think he's just like, fuck this, man. The power of pressure can win you games, and it can create an illusion that you're stronger than you really are, because I wasn't really that strong. Oh, that's the other thing too. As soon as I noticed that was a middle-age building, I shifted to start attacking that one instead. Anyway, I think that'll do for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Maybe those of you who are down in my ranks with me, maybe you could pick something up to use in your next games. Maybe you'll even use a trebuchet. You'll have my respect if you do. Anyway, guys, like if you liked. I'll catch you next time. Peace.